I have been teaching Sunday school my entire adult life. Today I teach Bible lessons at Maranatha, my home church in Plains, every Sunday that I am in town. Each week we welcome several hundred visitors to worship with us. It gives me great pleasure to bring these lessons to the general public for the first time through the series of audio programs. I heard somebody ask how long I've been teaching Sunday school. I really began teaching Sunday school fairly regularly when I was 18 years old. I was a Naval Academy midshipman at Annapolis, and I taught Sunday school every Sunday to the daughters between 9 and 12 years old of the officers and men who were stationed permanently at the Naval Academy. And then later I taught a few times while I was in the Navy, but then when I was governor I taught Sunday school. When I was president I didn't teach regularly, but I think I taught 14 different Sundays while I was president in First Baptist Church in Washington. So I've been teaching a long time. You probably won't be able to tell it when I start teaching, but I have a lot of experience teaching. The main thing I get out of it personally, and I think what the audience gets out of it, is the relationship of biblical lessons or verses with current events or challenges or opportunities or fears or dreams in their own lives. So when we look for guidance or leadership or authority in our lives, our first preference, our natural choice, should always be the words and the actions and example and the authority of Jesus Christ. Filled with love, filled with justice, a commitment to peace, humility, service, forgiveness, compassion, love. Those are the measurements of success as given to us by Jesus Christ. All we have to do is accept them and apply them in my own existence. And then I take about anywhere from between 5 and 10 minutes to cover current events. In fact, the new tapes that have just come out, 5 lessons in the book of Mark, they occurred the same month that we invaded Iraq. And I emphasized my own personal opinion that our invasion of Iraq was unjust, unjustified, unnecessary, and a contradiction of the basic teachings of Jesus Christ, whom we worship as a Prince of Peace. But ever since the time of Christ, the Prince of Peace, Christians have been struggling with the question of what is a just war. When is it permissible to initiate a war that by definition will result in the death of human beings, quite often the death of completely innocent human beings, in order to further the goals of a nation? I also describe my own personal experiences with religion. I tell them about the setbacks I've had in my life, or the disappointments or failures, and how sometimes my own personal faith was shaken. In 1966, I ran for governor, and I was defeated by a racist, Lester Mudders. And I was horribly disillusioned. I turned against God. And I was, I'd say, coached by my youngest sister, Ruth Carter Stapleton, who was a famous evangelist. And she said, what you need to do is what Christ had his disciples do. Take your loss and let it strengthen you. Ask God to give you guidance on what you can do in the future. You have a good life ahead of you, maybe even in politics. And I won't tell you, what I said inside the church building, but Ruth was shocked at my language. And so I didn't give up. As a matter of fact, I decided to turn more deeply to my faith. If we have unmet unrealized dreams or ambitions or capabilities or opportunities as Peter did, our lives can be expansive and fully successful, not particularly measured in human terms about how much money is in the bank or what kind of house we live in, but in the eyes of God. There is no limit to the accomplishments of everyone in this audience. In the eyes of God Almighty, the Christian church is for everyone. Every single person on earth.